Ravi, are you there? Yes. Okay, okay. So I will share the screen now. Sorry, just a minute. So today I'm gonna discuss about Bootstrap. Many of you are aware of this. By using Bootstrap, we can develop like dynamic websites. Most of the developers use Bootstrap very much in their web development. So I'm discussing about grid and flex in Bootstrap now, and I will share some of the links after the class regarding this Bootstrap, and also some of the key points I will tell you. Please note it down if it's possible. So first thing is grid. So grid is nothing but see, if you want to arrange a set of items in a row or in a column dynamically, you have to use grid. Like it allows you a specific space for each and every item, so that which makes the users like it looks very good, right? So here you see there will be different types of screens, right? Extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, and extra extra large. Extra small and small is nothing but the mobile phones which we are using. Medium, large, extra large are like our laptops. Extra extra large is like so those are all include extra large and extra extra large screens. We like web developers use all these things while developing a website because users may open their website in laptop, in PC, or in mobile phone according to their convenience. So developer have to keep in mind this point, and he or she has to develop the website. So by using Bootstrap, it makes easy. Bootstrap makes easy to develop websites. Okay, Bootstrap grid system can adapt across all 6 default breakpoints. Like these all breakpoints, and any breakpoint you customize. The 6 default grid types are as follows. These are all screens I have explained you earlier. See why we use grid. Bootstrap grid system is used for layout, specifically responsive layouts. I have said you right dynamically. For suppose if you take images of 3%, and you have to arrange the 3% in the same row is nothing but the horizontal line, and the column is nothing but the vertical line. So row in the same row you have to arrange the 3 images, so you have to use grid. So by using grid or flex, by using Bootstrap, it will be easy to like arrange all the 3 images with equal spacing between the images. There will be equal spacing, so it makes easier. So next, this is a sample code. Sample code is nothing but there is grid. In the grid, there will be row and column. I have said right. Row we will represent as ROW, and column we will represent as COL. Row is nothing but horizontal. Column is nothing but vertical. Remember this. So first we have to write row. Closing tag of row is here, and inside the row there will be columns, 2 columns. I am dividing one row, means total whole horizontal line I am dividing into 2 parts, like 50% and 50%. So col 6 is nothing but total there will be 12 columns in one row, 12 parts. So in one row there will be 12 parts. So I am dividing 6 parts, means half of the row, and another 6 parts is half of the row. So div class, we use class here to represent row and column. Class 6, and here is class 6. This is the content of this class. This is the content of the second class. Content should be written inside the class. Okay. Next, flex. This is also similar to grid. This is also most of the developers use for building their websites. Okay. Flex contains more types than grid. Flex is more feasible also. See, the feasible box layout module makes it easier to design flexible responsive layout structure without using float or positioning. See, we will use padding, float, like float left means the item will be aligned to the left of the screen, float right means right to the right of the screen, float center of the screen, or positioning like margin left, margin right, or padding left, padding right. We will use to arrange the items. Instead of using those statically, we will use this thing, grid or flex, to align the items dynamically or responsive layouts. So why we use flex? A flex container expands items to fill available free space or shrinks them to prevent overflow. Most importantly, the flex box layout is direction agnostic as opposed to the regular layouts. See, if you have, suppose you have, if you have five images, and if you want to arrange all these five images in a row with equal spacing, so if you arrange statically, then the spacing between the images will differ slightly, will differ, but you cannot recognize it, but screen to screen it differs, like for laptop, for mobile it differs, right? If you use flex, it dynamically takes the screen width, like for mobile screen it takes the width, and for laptop it takes dynamically and it aligns the items. So for responsive layers we use flex. This is the sample code of flex. Here we will use flex row. This is one row, right? So flex row. This is deflex. For every flex we have to use deflex. So we will use deflex and div item 1, item 2, item 3. See, here we are using 3 items. One item, second item, and third item. We are dividing one flex row into 3 columns. Okay. This is a sample code. And one more thing is links. Links we will use by using HTML itself. So HTML links are hyperlinks. See, href is nothing but hyperlink. So you can click on a link and jump to another document. See, if you observe like many web pages, there will be a like color changed text. If you click on the text, if you move on to the text, then the cursor will change into hand, and if you click on that hand, then it redirects to another page, right? So similarly, this is the example. A refer anchor tag. A is nothing but anchor tag. Ref is nothing but hyperlink. So this is the one link for what page we have to redirect. See, this is Google page, Google search engine. Here, whatever text you want, you can write here. This is the opening tag and this is the closing tag of anchor tag. Here, like Google or your name, for example, Sushma, whatever you want, you can write it here. If you click on that, it redirects to this page like Google page. So this is nothing but the links. And yes, this week's task is you have to display products in a website and classmates information. I will share you this thing in the end of the class, and also I will share you this particular thing in a written format also. Okay. So hope it's clear. I will explain you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, please go slowly, ma'am. We can't understand.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, really ma'am. We are not able to understand, ma'am. Please go slowly.
Okay. Which point you didn't understand? I will explain you it to again. So actually, I will explain you again using this code also. If you want again, I will.
Can you explain the flex part again?
Yes, I will explain. Okay, I will explain you again. Again, I will show you how it works by typing the code also. But just see this once. Yes, like this is nothing but same as grid. Similarly, grid is nothing but, first of all, if you want to arrange items, like it may be images, it may be text, or it may be something else, whatever it is, if you want to arrange that in a row is nothing but the horizontal line, column is nothing but the vertical line. If you want to arrange all the items in a row with equal spacing between them, suppose if you have one I'm just taking the example. If you have one apple, mango, banana, grapes, 4 images of 4 fruits. So if you want to arrange all the images in a row, like in a horizontal line, so first you will arrange apple, next banana, orange, and mango. So between those images there should be equal gap, or to the side of all the images should align to the left of the screen or right of the screen or the center of the screen. So in which direction you want, or in whatever way you want, you can design that thing using flex. Okay. So flex we use to align the items in a row and a column feasibly, responsiveness. Okay.
Where to write this flex?
This is the sample code of flex.
Okay.
Sorry, your voice is okay. Yes, here is div class. We have to use div, you know, right? So inside the div, we have to write class. Class I have explained you earlier. Class and ID. So class, inside the class, we have to write flex row. This is flex. We are using flex, right? So flex row. Row is nothing but a horizontal line. And deflex, we have to use mandatorily deflex in everything. And three divs there are: item 1, item 2, item 3. And I have said, right, apple, mango, banana, whatever you think, these are all the items. You have to arrange 3 items in a flex row, in one row. So you will use flex for equal spacing and responsiveness. Okay. This is nothing but a flex.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And links, hope you understand. Yes.
Ma'am, can you screen record the meeting? Cause a lot of a lot of people haven't joined the meeting, and they are messaging in our web developer group on WhatsApp. They couldn't join the meeting. There was something about an issue that they weren't able to join the meeting.
Okay. Ravi, could you please record the meet? Or else, edit out. Okay, thank you. So I will explain you the code now so that it will be clear. Okay. So I'm using Visual Studio for this. Visual Studio, you can just directly search in Google Visual Studio Code. You can directly install the Visual Studio and you can write your code here. I will share you the links if you want. See, this is the Visual Studio. It looks like this. Just I have taken already one website. You can just create one project here, file, new file. You can create here, or else you can just open your folder from your laptop. Whatever you want, you can do. So I have just created new files. If you want, you can create new file also here. Whatever file you want, you can create new 1.html, whatever name you want, you can give. But extension should be HTML. I have said you right earlier. So like this, you can create whatever file you want. It appears like this. So I'm just closing this. So here I'm writing this. This is the doc type. I have told you, right? The whole HTML code, it tells the browser that this is the HTML document. So this is the head part and this is the body part. Inside the head part, we will write title, scripts, styles and all. Inside the body part, we will write the content which has to be displayed inside the website. And this is the HTML page. We will close or open. And this is nothing but, I will just this is the title, and this is nothing but meta name, viewport, content. This is nothing but the screen. It describes the screen. This whole link describes our screen. I will share you this link, and this is the link ref. This is the Bootstrap link. When you are using Bootstrap, you have to mandatorily use this link. This will be available in your websites, in Bootstrap websites also. I will just share you this link also.
Ma'am?
This is the Bootstrap website.
Hello?
This is the updated version of Bootstrap. Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Can't that be done on the notepad as it's user friendly?
Yes. Yes, you can use it, but already have set it up all in the Visual Studio, so I will use that. You can use wherever you want. You have to just use those links because you are using Bootstrap. The browser has to know that you are using Bootstrap, so you have to use that link. Okay, this is the Bootstrap official website. I will share you this, and there will be links, all the links with what you have to use over here, and I will also share you the links after this class. Okay.
Steven, can you share the PPT also?
Yes, I will.
Ma'am, please also share Visual Studio download link because there are many available on Google. Different links available.
Yes, I will share you. Okay.
Thank you.
And yes, here is the thing. So inside the body part, I'm now writing. I will show you how a grid works. Okay. First, initially, for grid working, we have to write row and column both, as I have said you earlier, right? So I'm writing first div. Div. Okay. So this is the row, one row. One whole row is nothing but one whole horizontal line. Here you can see, right? Assume this is one whole row. And inside the whole row, you have to divide the whole row into different parts. I'm here dividing div class is equals to call 6. I'm dividing into 6 parts. One row consists of 12 parts. One row is totally 12 parts, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like, and so on. And another class, another thing also I'm writing here now. If class is equals to call -6. Defaultly, you can write like call 6. If you want for medium screen, you have to add it here MD. If you want to have for small screen, you have to add small SM. For large screen, L. For extra large screen, XL. You have to whatever screen you want to display the website. You can write over here that for now here I will write medium screen. For medium screen, I will write and show you.
If we want
Medium
it to
MD.
be ordered for all the screens, like in small screen, it should look small, and in large screen, it should look accordingly. What should do for that?
Yes, you can just yes. Basically, web developers use call MD medium, so it automatically displays in all the screens. Like you can use medium defaultly.
Okay.
So inside this, I will write one paragraph tag P. So I will write as an apple, and inside this I will write P, and here I will write mango. Okay. So this is grid. One row, inside row there will be column and 2 columns. I have divided one whole row into 2 parts. That is 50-50. I will just save it and I will run the code. You can see, right? Apple and mango. It has divided the whole screen into half. Like this is the half. This in this half apple, in this half is mango. So you can even divide in your convenience, like not only 6, 6, 12, you can divide as like 8 and 4. I will show you. See. Here this has taken 8 space and this has taken 4 space. In whatever way you want, you can divide it. Even you can divide into 10 too also. So in whatever alignments you want, you can just divide it. See, it has taken 10 parts and it has taken only 2 parts. You can just align this into center by using style, text align center or text center. So whatever way you want, you can just align it. This is nothing but grid. Hope it's clear, right? Grid is clear, right?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Any doubts?
ma'am, I have a doubt regarding that.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, so like, how is that the space is calculated? Like, what is the
Yes,
unit
I
that
have
is being
told you.
used in that call MD10 and then call MD2?
Yes. So this is nothing but one whole row. You can see here, right? This is nothing but one whole row. This row you have to divide it in. This row has 12 parts. One row consists of 12 parts, 12 columns. So 12
Like,
columns means
those 12 columns are like in pixels or like in any other unit?
not pixels, no units. There will be no units. Just only 12 parts. It consists of 12 parts. You can divide one whole row in 10 parts and next row in 2 parts, or you can divide one row into 3 parts also. Like for example, 4 and 4 and 4. Totally 3 parts you can divide, 3 items you can align, n number of items you can align, but only it has 12 parts. In 12 parts you can divide whatever you want, you can divide it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So next I will go ahead with flex. Just clear it out. For flex also you can divide the rows and columns. I will show you now. For flex also you have to write div class class is nothing but we have to use dflex. I have told you earlier. So flex is mandatory and flex row. If you are dividing this thing, you have to use flex row. Flex row is nothing but one total row. Dflex is nothing but that bootstrap thing, that is bootstrap class. and inside this how many parts you want to divide, this will not contain like 12 parts and all like row. N number of parts you can divide it based on the size of the element. So if you want to divide, you can just write div, and inside the div you can write first part. I will just write first, and I will just copy and paste it for the time being. I'm dividing it into 4 parts. Second, third, I will save this and I will run this. See, you can see, right? First, second, third, and fourth. This whole row has been divided into first part, second part, third part, and fourth part. If there will be different types for dividing this, like you can give spacing also between this. I will show you how. You have seen, right? This all has been aligned into the left side of the screen. Now we can use row reverse to reverse the screen. I'll show you how it works. Note it down, like it's been recording. Okay, it's fine. So if you use row reverse, then see how it will. And see, right? Fourth, third, second, first. Row has been totally reversed here. If you use that class, the row will be reversed here. This thing, and I will show you another example. Here. Laptop got stuck.
And ma'am, what is the shortcut key to run a save and run the code in VS Code?
Just you can, for websites, it's the safest way. Right click here, you can see open with live server. If you click on this, it just defaultly open in this browser.
And ma'am, in other code like Python, what we use?
Sorry.
Ma'am, if you're coding Python, ma'am, if you're coding Python, then what is the shortcut key, ma'am, for Visual Code?
In Python, you have to install Python in like a terminal. You have to install Python. These commands will be available in your like a browser. You can just search as to what type of links you want to download the Python. So you can use here. Or else just you can Google it. Here you can just type the commands. It will be installed in your system. Like if you are using Ubuntu and all. My system is now Ubuntu. Like we are discussing now front end, right? So let's go ahead. So we have to use mandatory deflex, and inside that there is another class called justify content. There will be n number of classes. I will show you now 5 classes. Note it down if possible. These are all the bootstrap classes. You have to remember this. Justify content. Start. Okay. You have to use this, and if you want, you can save this. Control S is the shortcut key for saving. And if you run, see, you can use first, second, third, and fourth. You can see, right? These are all aligned here. By using this also, you can write here. And I will show you one thing for spacing between this. That is justify content between. Now you can see how it appears. See. First, second, third, and fourth. You can see the equal spacing between these items. This is the responsiveness, okay? So again, we can use many things. There are many things like center. If you center, see, totally, it has taken equal space here and here, and it is aligned in the center of the screen. And you can also use around here. Use around, see, here also there is space. If you use between, there will be no space here, first element and last element, but around there will be equal space in all the elements, in first and left also, sorry, left and right also, and around. And one more thing, evenly. Zenly is also similar to Aran, but this is nothing but Dflex. There will be a lot of classes, but these are all the main classes which most of the developers use to develop dynamic and responsive websites.
Ma'am, what was the first one?
Sorry, justify content start. First one is. I will share you the link, no problem. It is available in this website. I will share you that. So now I'm going ahead with links. Just clear this. Now, if you see, if you want a link, see, I'm showing it now. A ref. This is the anchor tag. Inside this, I'm just using the Google link here. You can use whatever link you want from the browser. You can just copy and paste the link. I'm just typing the link. I'm just using google.com. Just share this. Here, whatever name you want, you can write. Google. I will just write Google. So we have to paste the link here from the browser, and you have to just write the text here, whatever text you want, you can. I will just say it. So you can see the text, right? See, here the cursor is arrow, and if you move on to this link, the cursor is hand. If you click on this Google, then Google page will appear. So you can just copy and paste the link from here, and you can just paste it over there. See, you can see, right? Whatever text you want, you can write it here. For suppose I'm writing like ABC. See, ABC. If you click on ABC, even it redirects to Google because we have given the link as Google. Whatever link you can give here, you can give it here. Hope links are clear. Is it clear? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And today's task. Okay, thank you. Today's task is. This is your this week's task. That is nothing but products display website. See, you can just take whatever products you want. You can just take the products like images of the products from Google. Like for example, if you want to display stationery for a college student, so you can just take pen, pencil, book and all, whatever stationery he or she uses, you can just take all the stationery. I'm just giving example. Think in a creative way. Just take all the stationery and display all the stationery using grid. Here you use grid here. Use grid and display all the stationery in a orderly fashion. First line should contain 3, second also 3, third also 3, and end of that there has to be one submit button. Submit button, you all know, right? And for those images, under those images you have to write text. Like for one image there will be one image, right? One pencil, pen and book. For example, under this pencil image you have to write pencil, under this pen image you have to write pen, under this book image you have to write under book. So if you click on this pencil image, it has to redirect to the pencil page. If you have to add a link, one link over there. If you click on pen image, it has to redirect to the pen link. Whatever link you want, you can add. One button should be there in the bottom. This is first task. Second task is classmates information. Classmates information is nothing but take some random images of persons from Google, or else you can use your images if you want, and just use grid here. No, use flex here, and the same display in whatever fashion you want. You can display by using flex this classmates information. And if you click on the classmates name, under the each and every photo you have to display one name. If you click on that name, it has to redirect to the another page. Two sites, you have to develop 2 pages. In another page you have to read you have to write like the classmates portfolio. basic portfolio like name and one table. You have to use table mandatorily here, and inside the table there should be educational information of the particular candidate. Okay, it has to be displayed there. This is the classmates information, and there has to be one back button inside the portfolio. If you click on that back button, it has to redirect again to the first page. You have to add again link over there. Okay, 2 links you have to use. First link is to redirect to the portfolio page under the name of the student, under the photo of the student name, which is name. And second thing is it has to read a back button which has to redirect to again to the images page. So this is the 2-page section. Okay, hope the tasks are clear, and I will again write in here for products we have to use grid. Yes. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you display any demo of the task?
No, you have to like creatively. You have to display the items.
As you have told in the front page, we have to put 6 objects.
No, not 6. You have to like this is one whole page. Inside this, first item here, second item here, third item here. You have to use grid for that. Only 3 items in a row. Like there has to be 3 rows and 3 items in each row. You have to divide
Okay.
that row into 12 columns, right? In 12 columns means you have to write 3 columns. Each column consists of 4 parts.
Okay. And ma'am, for each column, we have to make a separate portfolio page.
Yes, for that just use one row. Just use one row. Like in one row, just write 4 or 3. Enough 3.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Hope it's clear. I will last date of submission. That will be informed by Ravi.